Are you saying that one of us here is the culprit?
Well, one of us is ugly. What up, everyone? It's TyranitarTube, and welcome back to Pokemon Detective Pikachu. In the last episode, guys, we're here in GNN Studios, where someone here is shady and secretly trying to do things. Y'all are about to figure out who it is by the end of this episode. And also, look out for a second face that may be shady looking, because there's a second person that's hiding here. President Graham and Clifford the dog.
Right.
Hey there, Tim. Are you alright? Sorry you had to get caught up in all this. I'm glad you're not hurt anyway. We still haven't figured out the cause of the accident yet. Regardless of the cause, we've got to take this accident very seriously. Still, I'm glad nobody was hurt. What about you, Prez?
Yeah?
No! Graham!
Yes?
This is the biggest scandal in the history of GNN. How exactly do you plan to take responsibility for this, Roger? Mr. President! Please calm down, Mr. Graham. Now he shows his true colors. Whoa! He was acting! So if he was acting and being kind, then he's got a lot more planning in his head. Where's the cue sheet? I saw what happened during the rehearsal from here. What a mess this has become. Thankfully, we weren't hurt, but Karina's violin was completely destroyed. I know, the responsibility for the accident lies with us. I really hope there's something we can do for Miss Mitchell. Is there anything you noticed about the accident? You know, it did seem like there was something odd about the Yanma's movement. What do you mean? I was checking the footage using this cue sheet, but there is something odd that I couldn't put my finger on. Give me the cue sheet. I see that the cue sheet you have has the movements of both Yanma cameras on it. That's exactly it. This looks like the same thing that the other two people gave us. So they recorded it correctly. Yes, this is the original script that Hero wrote. We give copies out to the staff in charge and keep it under tight security here. Let's see. Camera 1's movements were shoot from above, move away, shoot from the right, and move in. That's right. And it says camera 2's movements were shoot from above, shoot from the right, move away, and follow. That's right. The Yanma should have moved exactly according to this plan. Okay, master cue sheet. So, can we compare the cue sheets?
Oh, you're wondering what I'm doing? Can't you tell I'm watching Hoot Hoot? They say it's almost impossible to see a Hoot Hoot change legs from the one it's standing on. But as a detective, I should be able to do that.
Wow. It just looks like it's standing on both legs. Hoot Hoot, did you use hypnosis? Oh, no need to worry. Both Tim and I are just fine. Yeah, freaking lying. It says that the Yanma were so dedicated to their work that it's unthinkable that they'd make a mistake. Sounds like Hoot Hoot trusts them. Hoot Hoot? Hero, he looked like he was in a state of shock, but he was still saying he wanted to do something to help. Your partner is quite the dependable guy, isn't he? About your signal. You're the one who signaled to the Yanma when they needed to start moving, right? Hoot Hoot. Huh? So the Yanma started to move as soon as you signaled them. Same as always. Hero said there might have been some kind of communication trouble, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. So, did Hero lie? Did Hero do this? Someone here is lying. We have the assistant director's cue sheet, Keith's cue sheet, and the master cue sheet. Well, let's look at them. Above, right, away, follow. Above, left, right, move in. There's a problem here. Wait. Shoot from above, shoot from the left, shoot from the right, and move in. Shoot from above. No, they're wrong. The copy given to the assistant directors is different than the master cue sheet. Yo, we got it, Pikachu. That's the answer. Someone sabotaged this.
Everyone is thinking that the Yanma made a mistake. The Yanma say they did what the instructions told them to do. So what caused them to crash into each other?
The instructions were sabotaged, dude. What could have caused their accident? You know what it is? It's the master cue sheet and camera number 1. See?
That's right. It seems that someone tampered with Yanma's plan in order to cause the collision. The question is, how did the staff not notice something like that? Why would one Yanma have 2 movement plans? I don't think this was an accident at all. In fact, I think this is a case for us to solve.
Who is it? Is it Hero? Even if it's Hero, what is the dude's plan, whoever it is? What are they trying to gain from this? The Yanma ran into each other because they were given fake instructions. But why did the culprit do that? Maybe the culprit had some kind of grudge against Karina? Not against my girl. They try to destroy the violin as revenge for something? Revenge, huh? And if it weren't for Keith's mistake, the mistaken Keith's copy, Karina would have been the one caught in the accident instead of me. It could even be that someone was targeting her directly. Well, let's go to Karina first. Alright, we're gonna go to Karina.
Yeah. Seems like someone made a fake movement plan to cause the accident. But why? I can't imagine Karina would have enemies, but let's see what she has to say.
My dudes, y'all know who it is, right? I just realized. We know who it is. Freaking God, we know exactly who it is. We're gonna go to Karina's room. I'm gonna give you guys some time. Think, y'all can figure out who it is. We already got a big hint for it.
What's up?
What's up? I'm going into Karina's room. I know she said she wanted to be alone, but it's me. Are you crying? She's crying. Karina, please listen calmly. Tim, what's going on? We found out that the accident earlier was actually deliberately caused by someone. What?
Yes.
But how? Is what you said true? Please, tell me everything. Of course. Someone had given fake instructions to the Yanma? Is that what caused the accident? That's right. But who would do such a thing? Why? It's possible that the culprit has some kind of grudge against you and destroyed the violin as payback. Girl, take it lightly. Could you tell us a bit more about your violin? Of course. My grandfather made it for me before he passed away. It's the only one of its kind. Memento from her grandfather. So did grandma not like her or something? Even now, when I get discouraged, I remember the message she left for me on the violin. It helps me feel better. Huh? A message? What's the message? There was a message on the violin? I never noticed. Oh, you couldn't have. It's written on the inside of the back plate after all. Oh, so you can't see it from the outside? No, you can't. Actually, I think the only ones who have seen it are me and Cricketoon, since we used to go play in my grandfather's workshop. So it's through those two little F-holes. You can see through to the back of the violin.
A detective needs stamina. So I stay in shape. Everywhere I go.
The message on the violin, huh? Something on your mind? I helped Cricketoon pick up the pieces of the violin after the incident, but I don't think I saw a message anywhere on the back plate. Could it be that you just didn't notice it? If it bothers you, we could double check. Yeah. My dude, we're gonna double check. And it's not gonna be there. Was that... He's plugging his strings! Listen, we're gonna double check and it's not gonna be there anymore. About the fake cue sheet. Cricketoon? We don't know who did it or why, but don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of things. Apparently Cricketoon was present when Karina saw the message too. Cricketoon says Karina read the message to it. It said, "To my darling Karina, even when I am no longer with you, I will always love you and your music." Girl, I'm so sorry, but look. Wait, can I please let me, here we go. Here's Karina's violin. It really is wrecked, isn't it? Let's see, the back plate with the message should be this one, but I don't see any message written anywhere. So that means this violin is a fake. The culprit's goal was to steal Karina's violin. Oh, I thought it was just a message that he took and ran. The culprit must have tampered with the Yanma cue sheet so that the accident would hide the fact that the violin had been swapped. There's an even bigger conspiracy, and I think we have a lead on who it is. That's right, he almost got away with it too. I swear I'll catch this culprit, no matter what. Expose the culprit who switched it. Someone's been acting mischievous for a couple days now. We gonna go meet him. Oh, you wanna open the case? Let's open it.
Thank goodness the violins had been swapped. That means that the real one is still safe. That's the one good thing about all of this.
If he hasn't broken it. Karina, you just wait right here. First things first, we should go tell Karina and Cricketoon about the swapped violin. They may be able to help us narrow down who the culprit could be. Alright, I thought we were gonna save it for a good ending like Karina, here's your violin back. But girl, I'll talk to you. I'm gonna be the one to give this. Karina, the violin there is a fake. The culprit arranged for the accident to happen so that nobody would notice the theft. But then, Where's the real violin? The culprit probably still has it, but please keep this a secret. We don't want the culprit to get nervous and hide it away. So who do you think took it? I never noticed my violin had been swapped with a fake. Oh my goodness, now I have two culprits in my mind. You guys are following, right? I'm not gonna say it because it kind of seems obvious. Just think. But I think the one I used for my performance was the real one. I could tell from the tone. If I had read that before I said what I just said, for sure there's two culprits. Cricketoon. Yeah, Cricketoon says so too. Of course, you can't swap out a violin. They all feel so different. Like, violins are made from hand. They're not like an iPhone. You can't manufacture them to be identical. But dude, one person in this area, one staff member, has been said to have been acting odd for the past few days. As if he's had some sort of thing going on. Like he has to do something he doesn't want to do. Or he has some sort of plan that he has to put into motion. There's also a different dude who I was wondering, it was so slow and calm. Told Karina, good shoot.
Go put your violin back.
Let's rehearse the part where someone gives you the violin. And then he's sitting there calm, not moving an inch. And then soon after, the yawn must crash. My boy Hero told somebody to go swap the violins. He's working with someone. We can figure this out, y'all. We're gonna do this. Wait, Cricketoon. I'm about to swap violin. Oh, something fell off to you too. Cricketoon. The material seems softer than normal? I see. It must have been difficult for the culprit to get the exact same materials to use.
Hey, Tim.
What? The testimonies we got from the two are shedding light on the crime. Really? Let's figure out exactly when the violin was swapped. Yup, we do know when the violin was swapped.
Now, let's try and figure out when the violin could have been swapped out. First, when do we know for sure that the violin was already, a fake?
Right before it broke. When Pikachu was carrying it, yeah. Because during preparations, they didn't know.
By the time I had delivered the violin, it had already been swapped out with the fake one.
Yeah.
Now we know when the violin was swapped out with the fake one. But we still need to figure out when was the last time the real violin was seen.
Okay, the real violin was last seen during the performance. It was put away during preparations. So it was here during the opening. It was here during the performance. It was in a case being put away during preparations.
Now why do you think that?
Memento from her grandfather, the tone of the real thing, soft boards.
Wow.
She could feel the tone was off. There it is.
So, Karina was using the real violin during her performance. She and Cricketoon both confirmed it to be true. And that means the culprit swapped out the violin after Karina finished her performance, but before I moved it.
Yeah. So during preparations, Hero telling them to do it, and then someone backstage who did it. Now we know when the violin was swapped. Yeah, the culprit aimed for the exact moment Karina would not be around her violin. And then she came and she's like, hello, Hero. Could be that he was cornered by Olga again. Olga, Hero? Are you okay? Oh, hey, Karina.
Did you put your violin back there?
Yes. Judging from that and the tampering with the cue sheet, the culprit must have been very familiar with the show. So the culprit is someone who works here. That's what we need to find out now. I feel like there's two people working together. That would be crazy. Emilia, you got a shady workplace. I'm gonna go talk to them. If you guys haven't figured out, I'm just gonna go talk to them right now. Freaking look at all y'all. Whoa. Hey there, Keith, Hero.
Ah.
Do you think you'll be able to get back to filming? I'd say the odds are 50-50. I've already put in a request for a new violin. I feel bad for Karina, but you'll have to use the new one. About Hero's alibi! We already secretly suspecting him. I was in the studio ever since Karina finished her performance. I was making sure the staff knew the plan for the show, checking the footage and so on. We were in the studio too then. I didn't see anyone leave or enter until Emilia and Keith came back. Seems like Hero and the staff here have a solid alibi. They were here the whole time.
Tim, be sure you remember what people told us.
Hold up, so they gave him a check mark. So hold up. If he is somehow innocent, then that only leads our first person, who y'all might have figured out by now, to have been using his directions, knowing that he would ask her to put the violin away and take it at that moment, which does sound pretty plausible. All right.
Tim!
I don't think Hiro and the staff in the studio could have stolen the violin. In that case, maybe we should tell Hiro what really happened. If the culprit was related to the show somehow, maybe he'll know something. Wait, hold on. How about what if he is the bad guy and now we're never gonna find him? Good thinking, but don't forget to tell him to keep it a secret. I don't know about this. We're not even sure he's innocent.
Hey,
About the culprit. The violin was swapped out? And you say there's someone here who did it? Yes. I can't imagine. No, actually, could it be that he... Do you know something? Well, this is just a rumor, but I heard Max has a lot of debt he needs to pay back. The violin was a very valuable one, so he may have stolen it so he could sell it. It sounds like Max could have a motive to steal the violin. My dude, did y'all figure it out? Max was the one. That was the first person I was talking about. Someone here said it was this girl. You're not a girl. They were saying that Max hasn't been himself for like 3 days, but today he seemed to be okay and ready to go. It was you. Nothing ever goes according to script. About her alibi. After Karina's performance, I was with Hiro checking the rest of the plan. Yeah, she's okay. But she said today, he was all okay, because today was showdown for his plan to steal the violin. The previous days, he was just thinking about something bad he was about to do. But dude, you a bad boy. You a bad comedian. We're gonna go find him. We're gonna find Max and punch him. Hey, what you doing? Looks like you're like vacuuming the floors. Like, what type of feet do they have? What? Are you still upset that I got chosen as the assistant over you? Oh, you wish you were not. Don't get too full of myself. Sure, whatever you say. More importantly, there's something we need to ask you. Do you know anything about the accident that just happened? It was going around the dressing rooms while avoiding the staff here, so it doesn't know what was going on at the studio. Huh? Why was it doing that? Doing a bit of self-promotion? You're definitely persistent, I'll give you that. Okay. Whoa, you freaking got pushed. So, the dude did not go into the change rooms. That's good information, Mimikyu. Max. Max is over here to the right. I want to see what Max has to say. Alright, we're gonna ask Karina about Karina's alibi. After my performance, I went backstage to put my violin there. Hiro asked you to do that, right? Did you see anyone else while you were back there? Someone was there. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I should have paid more attention. Please, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's an alibi.
I mean, why would you think she did it? So she got a check mark. I don't want to point fingers, but it may have been Olga who stole my violin. Why do you say that? Well, Olga asked me a few times before if I'd be willing to part with my violin. Of course I said no. Of course, your grandfather made it for you. That's right. But it didn't seem like Olga was ready to give up, so she may have planned something like this. It seems Olga has a motive anyway, but we can't just decide she's the culprit based off that. But Olga just a hard-headed ass, if that's even possible. I hate her. She a human perugly. We're gonna go check out Olga's room, just to be safe, because how you gonna ask her that? How you gonna ask the girl that? What's going on in here? Shh. Oh, this is the waiting room, right? Hey, why are they glaring at each other? Let's see what they're saying. It's time to decide whose special talents are truly better. Okay. They're comparing talents. It's saying being able to smell the difference of food with your tongue is more amazing. No. It's saying making laundry super clean with ultrasonic waves is way cooler. That's sick. But that's like comparing lepe berries to orange berries. This man pulled out the everyone is special card. What do you think we should do? Acknowledge each other's talent, spend some time apart, have a battle! Some things can only be resolved in battle, eh? Who knows? Maybe it'll help in some way. Anyway, you two need to make up, okay? We can come back to check on him later. Maybe something will have changed. Well, can I see Olga? Where is Olga? I see you. I see you.
What do you want?
You again? What do you want now? Did you steal the violin? Oh, come on, you're a detective. Don't let her intimidate you. Go on, ask her what you need to ask. Maru, I got a lot to learn, man. She's scary. She's ugly. About Olga's alibi. Where were you after we finished the first rehearsal? I stayed in my dressing room. I was giving Prugly a nice brushing. Did anyone stop by during that time? One of the staff members came to call on me. I answered, though I didn't open the door. I see. Someone comes all the way to get you. The least you could do is open the door for them. Although, come to think of it, something odd happened after that. Tell me.
Yeah, that's an alibi.
Yeah, F her.
Make sure you remember it.
No, F her. Put an X. I don't like her. What's the strange occurrence? Someone came and beat on the door. In what context? Like someone pounded on the door? I looked through the fogged glass window, but I didn't see anyone out there. What the hell? A ghost? I wonder what that was all about. Or is this a horror game now? About the violin deal. So apparently you discussed acquiring Karina's violin a few times with her. And so what if I did? Don't tell me you suspect I had anything to do with this whole thing. Granny, I suspect you, Olga. I wouldn't go and break such an instrument, even if she did refuse. Sorry, Tim, why are you getting intimidated? I'm the one who's worthy of that violin. It was destined to become mine. Whoa, quick, Tim, change the subject. Change the door. Alright, it's about time we should call on Olga and Max. Oh, I can let them know we're ready. Great, thanks. Yeah, just leave. Just leave on me like that. What should I do in the meantime? Oh, right.
Could you go put your violin backstage for now?
The dude is pretty smart, though. Where do you hide if you just stole something like that? To replace it and just wait until the day is over is pretty smart. But you still stole. You're a dumbass. What in the world's gone into Ekans? It's not normally the type to pick fights with other Pokemon. I wonder what set it off this time. That is a bit odd. You're so close to me. The previous recording has gone over the scheduled time. Maybe the Pokemon are getting irritated. Oh, that's what's happening. I hope they can become friends before the actual filming starts, but seeing how they are now, that may be difficult. But dude, Mimikyu's supposed to be a part of this group. This is like the beauty section. They want to please the crowd the most. Mimikyu just out in the hall self-promoting. Getting that sub for sub going. What's in here? So my dude, we checked all the staff for alibis. There's only one left. It's not the minimum, it's the maximum. We're coming in, Max. Max? He's in here. My dude, your face, I don't like it anymore. And then you. Yeah! Chat? Oh, you are watching TV. And you say you're the best thing on the screen, eh? You've got confidence for sure. About Max's alibi. What did you and Max do once you were done with the first rehearsal? Chat. You came back to the dressing room together. So you were out of sight. I seem to recall you saying that's what you were gonna do, yeah? What's that? You were excited because Max said he'd give you your snack early today? So Max was in a good mood. We weren't asking about your snack. Chat tat. Someone came to call you? They knocked on the door and said something, apparently? That must have been Emilia. You refused the girl, Emilia? Chat? Is Emilia a person or a Pokemon? Why do you ask that? What? Chat tat. Huh? Apparently a Pokemon stopped by too, in addition to the person. Chat. It doesn't know who, but apparently someone rammed into the door. Chat had said it was so surprised that it accidentally yelled out. Yeah, I bet that would be surprising. What did that Pokemon do then? It ran off making some kind of cry, according to Chatot. What, can you make the cry? Mimic it? Hey, could you show us off your cool mimicking skills again? Chat. Oh, you can? Chat. Try different signals to see what happens, eh? Tim, give it a shot. Alright, stomp foot.
Get out of my way!
He recorded that one! Well, that's definitely Olga, right? Olga. If someone yelled at me like that, I'd definitely have a heart attack. Yo! Even if it was a prank. You see my reaction when it first happened? Just call her. It's not doing anything. I guess that's too subtle to use as a clue. Hold up, these could be theft signals too, like how to stay calm and ways to look out to see if anyone's coming. Whistle. You don't whistle with your hands in your pocket. He needed to do that.
Cut.
Why do you have that recorded? Oh, that must be Hero. What's with the self-contented look? Try and act all cool, are you? Hey, go easy on me. I tried my best. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Max to do that. Oh, there probably are more cues than we can imagine. Snap fingers.
Nice to meet you.
The president. This guy could answer a phone like this. Yeah, that's the voice of Mr. Graham. Alright, man. You need an alibi right now.
What?
Oh, still doing your investigation? Go easy on playing detective. Alright? Playing detective? Nobody's playing here. About Max's alibi. Max, you left the studio once the first rehearsal was done, right? Yeah, I figured I'd go over the script one more time in my dressing room while I waited. Did anyone come by during that time? Oh yeah, a staff member came by to call me. I was in the middle of something, so I couldn't open the door, but I said I'd be right out. Oh, so he didn't actually see this person. He didn't notice the Pokemon! He's lying! Why are you giving him...
Tim, be sure you remember what people told us.
Pikachu, he's lying! He didn't see the Pokemon! Oh my god, guys. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Huh? Karina, don't worry. Here I come. Why confuse me like that?
Pikachu!
Karina's never said that! He said, Karina, girl, I'm coming!
Just in case we need that.
We do need a bit of that. Alright, last up, guys. What? Do you remember the strange occurrences at Olga's dressing room? Oh, you mean that someone banged on the door? That's creepy. Oh, right. My theory is that it's the same Pokemon that visited Shoutout's dressing room. That would make sense. I wonder if we can find this Pokemon and ask it about when it visited the dressing rooms. What Pokemon is it? It's not Mimikyu. Hold up, we need to see if the people in the sub-control room are good too.
What Pokemon is it? It's not Mimikyu. Hold up, we need to see if the people in the sub-control room are good too.
You two. Excuse me? Hey, what's wrong? Well, about the accident that just happened, it seems like it was deliberately caused by someone. What? But then, who's the culprit? We're investigating that now. That's why we'd like to know where everyone was during the rehearsal. We were here the whole time. Yes, we were keeping an eye on the studio from here. I think it would be difficult for the people here in the sub-control room to swap out the violin. Did I get kicked out?
Keep gathering testimony.
All three of them. Alright, and there's no room to the left of this, or I can't go into the room to the left of this. You want to confirm what they said? He confirmed it. What creepy Pokemon is lurking here? I can only think it was Mimikyu that was banging to self-promote itself, but... So look, we can't go into the room that's here. Man, what a yawn. Let us talk to you a bit before you take a nap. About Olga's alibi. Meow? Yeah, what were you guys doing after we finished the rehearsal? Meow. You came back to the dressing room for a nap? Olga gave you a good brushing too, so your fur is all perfect. Yeah, no, I really can't tell. Alright, so Olga's telling the truth. Olga. Is Mimikyu making that stomping noise? What?
Tim, it's my dream come true.
Yeah.
Oh, I can drink coffee.
I mentioned that. Yeah, I'll give you a quarter. Go have some. Somewhere, y'all. Emilia.
What's the matter?
You know what the matter is, the violin. Are you still looking into the accident? Huh? Oh, hush. Don't mention the swapped violin until we're ready to catch the culprit. Right. Oh, I mean, yes. Oh, Emilia, where's your alibi? Freaking confident. I'm not your girlfriend. Girl, where is it? You mean after Karina played? I was checking the dressing rooms to call on Max and Olga. So their stories are true. But what about the Pokemon that appeared after? But you came back to the studio alone, didn't you? Weren't you able to find them? Oh no, not exactly. They both seemed like they were busy, so I just told them what I needed through the door. Oh, I see. And did you meet anyone else? Well, oh, I remember. I ran into Keith near the studio. Keith was near the studio? Keith, the nervous guy. What?
Yeah,
We
that's
really
an
thought
alibi.
Emilia could have
Make
done
sure you
it?
remember it.
What's the matter?
Alright, about when you visited Olga. I went directly to Olga's dressing room from the studio. I knocked on the door and said we were ready, and she responded, "Thank you, I'll be right there," through the door. So it's not like Emilia actually saw Olga. I feel like that's gonna be key to unraveling this mystery about when she visited Max. I went to get Max after I called Olga. I knocked on his door and told him we were ready, and he said, "Gotcha, I'll be right out," through the door. Like hell he did. It was shoutout. Ooh, I need some other alibis.
What's up?
You know what's up. About Keith's alibi. Where were you during the rehearsal, Keith? I don't think I saw you until right before the accident happened. I went down to a lower floor to call the assistant Pokemon as soon as we found Perugly. And what happened with that? Well, it didn't show up, even when the scheduled time came, so I called the office to check. Turns out, I mixed up the dates and had scheduled it for the wrong time, so I ran back to the studio to let Hiro know. So that's what all the ruckus was about. Did you run into anyone on your way back to the studio? You better say Emilia. Yeah, as I recall, I ran into Emilia. She just finished calling Max and Olga. Okay, so Keith is pretty good.
Yes. So the culprit is...
My...
Wait, what's that? All of our suspects have alibis?
I told you! Someone's lying out of their teeth about the assistant Pokemon schedule. What if someone did it on purpose? Are you the one in charge of scheduling and managing the assistant Pokemon? That's right. I'm really sorry that my mistake put you both in a dangerous spot. Yeah, next time pay closer attention. Don't worry about it. Neither of us were hurt. Well, this is a conundrum. I didn't expect everyone involved to have alibis. This can only mean one thing. The culprit? What did the culprit do? He's lying. Use double team. What are you, kukui? Use the hidden passageway. Hell yeah. Let's take that route. There was no culprit after all. Alright, it's created a fake alibi, but we're gonna mess with him. Use double team. I don't think a human could use the move double team. Neither. I was gonna say that. This kind of thing depends on the strengths of each Pokemon. I'm more of an intellectual type anyway. But who can use double team? Use the hidden passageway. A hidden passageway? We didn't see anything like that, did we? What if that is true? Because how did you get back to your room? I mean, you could have just hid it in the freaking back room and then just walked back to your room. But Emilia or Keith would have seen you. What if there is a hidden passageway? But it's just not the answer now. There was no culprit. Right, I'm totally just overthinking everything. The violin was swapped with the fake, for crying out loud. That couldn't have happened without the culprit doing something. Somebody lying. That's right. The culprit must have used some sort of trick to create a fake alibi. I don't think anyone working in the studio or sub-control room had the time to do anything elaborate like that. I agree. Our suspects are the people who are moving around on their own. That's 4 people. Max, Olga, Keith, and Emilia. You don't think Emilia is? No, she's not into me. I know how you feel, but a detective has to keep an objective view on everything. Still, we could use some more information. Now that I think of it, Mimikyu had snuck out of the Pokemon dressing room and was wandering around, right? Maybe if we talk to it, it'll help shed some light on the situation. That's right! Mimikyu would have seen him. Unless it was Olga. Then he would have seen her. Mimikyu, listen. You're gonna hear it coming. Where's Mimikyu? Mimikyu's missing. I'm sitting here waiting for it to walk up on me. Mimikyu came back here? My dude, Mimikyu's missing. You little bitch. Hey, where's the violin? Under the sofa? I'll be right back. Girl, have you seen Mimikyu?
Yes.
Keep a lookout. Keep a lookout. It's right here! What you doing? Mimikyu, you were wandering around the dressing rooms during the rehearsal, right? Do you think you could tell us more about that time? Okay, was Mimikyu the Pokemon that banged on people's doors? How about when it visited Olga? So you visited the dressing room for Perugly's partner, right? What happened then? Keek! Someone kicked the door when you knocked? I'm betting that was Perugly. Perugly's too narrow-minded? I'm pretty sure it was in a bad mood because you were pounding on the door. You should go make up later. It was Mimikyu. Mimikyu was the creepy Pokemon banging on the door. That's even more creepy. Like, how does it do that? The arm underneath and a boom, boom on the door? How about when it visited Max? Keek! Creek! Pruggly's partner got mad at you? You mean Olga was in Max's dressing room? Keek! You got yelled at when you kicked on the door, you say. You heard, "Get out of my way." Was that really Olga? I mean, Olga said she was in her own dressing room, and Max didn't say anything about her being in his room either. Hey, Mimikyu, did you go into the dressing room at all? Keek! You ran away as fast as you could? Well, I guess we have no way of knowing what's really going on then. Pikachu, we know exactly what's going on. About it when it visited the other dressing rooms. Keek! It would have nothing to do with you. As always, man, it looks like it took the rejection hard. Don't be so depressed. I bet you'll get another chance soon. He's right. If you're that motivated, I bet everyone will realize that you've got talent someday. Don't worry too much. My dudes, we have the answer.
So there's a fake alibi.
It's gonna be Mimikyu.
And there's Mimikyu's knock to consider too.
What are you thinking, Pikachu?
Yes, of course. It all makes sense now.
Oh!
Bolt of brilliance!
Oh, wow!
Tim, the culprit is...
That is amazing. The culprit used a trick to make us believe he was somewhere else when he was actually backstage. A trick? That's right. Emilia provided an alibi for the culprit so she can help us figure it out. Come on, Tim. So Emilia went to Max's door, knocked, and Max responded, "I'm coming out, girl." All right? And then she left. Mimikyu goes to Olga's door. Fricken probably hears Olga screaming in the background, and then gets a kick on the door from Pruggly. Then Mimikyu goes to Max's door, hears Olga again.
Get out of my way!
Emilia, we need to hear in detail what you heard from Max's room. There's something I'd like you to show me, Emilia. Now come on, let's get to the context. Sure, what do you need? You mentioned that you knocked on the doors for Olga's and Max's dressing rooms when you visited them. Do you think you could show me exactly how? Well, sure, but it's not like I did anything special. I just knocked 3 times. Any staff member at GNN would do the same thing. So that's the trick the culprit used. Tim, now's the time to gather everyone in the studio. Yo, y'all know how this is gonna end. At the end, knock, knock, knock. I love these moments. We're gonna do it. It's time. I'm gonna see the look on his face. My dudes, are y'all ready? Let's go. We're gonna call him out. Look at y'all. Emilia! Karina! I'll impress them both.
I figured out the truth behind the accident.
What are you saying? That one of us here is the culprit?
Well, one of us is ugly.
Yeah, just what do you mean the truth? We're all friends here. Can't say I appreciate the insinuation.
Come on now. Let's allow Tim to speak his mind.
Thank you, Hero. Here it is. I'm not one to mince words. The culprit is...
Oh!
Go on. You know who it is, don't you?
Emilia! I should, for the way she treated my heart. Olga. Keith. Maxwell.
Max, it's you. You're the one.
What? Oh, come on. Is this some kind of prank? What on earth would I have to gain from busting up someone's violin?
Nothing. If the violin really was broken. But it isn't broken. That one was a fake, wasn't it?
A fake violin? Oh, what an imagination. How could you come up with a theory like that?
You tell him, Tim.
He's doing a good job not getting shocked. I want to see a quick shock and recovery. Alright, would you like to know how the violin was fake? I'll let you know, good sir. The message is missing.
We checked the pieces of the violin, but there wasn't a message on them anywhere. Karina told us that her violin had a message written on it from her grandfather, which means the broken one couldn't be hers.
A written message? I never noticed such a thing on it.
Right. That's because it's written on the inside. It's something only Karina could know, since she watched the violin being made.
Right. As a child, I played at my grandfather's workshop. He inscribed a special message for me, And it was written on the inside.
You see? And now that proves the broken violin must have been a fake.
But where's the real one?
I think Max probably knows.
But no, I haven't done anything. Listen, the whole time the violin was backstage, I was in my dressing room. How could I be in two places at once?
Oh boy, this is where you take down his alibi.
This is gonna be satisfying. Which testimony proves his alibi? Well, two of the ones here are right. Olga was in her dressing room. How could Mimikyu have heard Olga from the other room? Should we try that?
Come on, we got this far, don't mess up.
My dude, you left your bird in the dressing room.
Actually, my guess is it was shoutout in the dressing room. You probably used a trick like this.
Gotcha! I'll be right out!
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I heard.
Emilia.
Admit it! Admit it!
Shoutout, be quiet!
You just made it seem like you were still in that room. And then you swapped the real violin that was backstage with the fake.
Oh.
You have to admit it! You have to admit it!
I had no choice. My popularity's been sagging. I wasn't sure the show would get picked up again. And if it didn't, I knew I'd be let go. I couldn't pay back my debts. I'd be finished.
Oh, Max. You were wrong. I was going to have you continue as our host.
What? But everything I did.
I'm really sorry, Max. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to call the police.
What a fool he was. In the end, he was the one who didn't believe in his own talent.
Damn! That was deep.
Hey, you guys!
You
I
crap!
found the videos.
Where
What's
were-
wrong? Why is everyone hanging out here?
So Max was the culprit all along.
How you gonna show up after 6 hours of me running around your freaking studio? The culprit was Max. That was really ingenious of him, using the chat out like that. I knew they were gonna end it with the 3 knocks. That's a deal killer. A deal finisher. And that's case closed. Now let's get back on track. That entire thing was for us to tour the freaking studio. Now Mako's back. This is what we came here for. We have to see, first of all, why it's called GNM, and 2, the footage of the carnival before it was abandoned, before it got into a wreck, and if we're lucky, footage of Charizard a year ago there, and maybe even going berserk. I don't know. Check the video. It's time. Are we gonna hop right into it? Let's go.
Mako's finally back with the video. Let's go to the sub-control room and watch it. Maybe he'll show us some clues.
They taking us there?
The daytime parade is now starting. Everyone is excited to see the popular Pokémon of the park marching by.
Charizard's eyes turn red.
We're actually seeing it.
Hey, that's Skorupi.
That's...
And it was hiding in plain sight.
Farewell, detective. I hope you'll go easier on me next time.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna end this episode here. Be sure to smash the like button if you guys enjoyed it. If we can get this video to 3,000 likes, my dudes, I'll upload the next part right away. You see, we finally got the footage. This footage is gonna reveal to us who it was that was attacking our father. You're gonna see it if you just look around carefully, and we're gonna find out who it is, and everything's about to change. We're heading officially into the climax of this game, and it's gonna keep going forward and get even better and better. But as always, y'all, make sure you think about every character we've met and who might be shady, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Leave your guesses in the comments below. Peace.